Hi, I'm Todd Anderson.
Braun-Duin.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. Hey guys, here today playing a little bit of Modern in preparation for the Modern Open in Dallas this weekend.
Yep.
It's going to be a pretty good time. Old Cedric Phillips and Jerry Thompson going to be doing coverage.
Yep.
It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, we haven't seen Gerald in the booth in quite some time. So,
Yeah,
yep.
it's been a bit. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Modern. I'm going to be playing a green-red aggro deck that won the Premier IQ in
Atlanta, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
Somewhere. Atlanta.
Some city in the United States of America.
Yeah, that we went to in the last month and a half.
Yeah. And I'm going to be playing the Jund deck that lost in the finals to the guy that was playing the green-red deck that Todd's playing.
If you're trying to win the Versus video, Brian, I feel like you need to pick the deck that didn't lose to the deck that the other guy's playing.
Yep. We may have made a mistake, but we're going to recreate that finals match for you all. So,
So the green-red aggro deck I'm playing, it looks a little weird, but I actually thought it looked really cool. It has a pair of Dryad Arbors in the mana base that go really well with Atarka's command, and that's something that I don't think we've seen too much of since modern, red-green/white aggro decks have usually been pretty burn-heavy with stuff like Boros Charm. This version is just almost all creatures. It has 4 bolts and 4 Atarka's command, and the rest is just dudes, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet. This build of Jund is pretty straightforward for the most part. There's a couple of random things. There's like 1 Huntmaster, 1 Abbot, and 1 Tazagar. And then the sideboard is just a lot of one-ofs. So basically, if you want a card that's probably in this list, just you may not draw it because there's only one of it. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty standard Jund list.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to the match and see who takes it down. All right, we're here with Hoppin' Rabbit Master Playmat. You can get this at any of our opens if you just join the main event. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet playmat. We talked about it a bunch, so we're just going to go ahead and play 7s, see who gets to go first.
All right.
First person roll 7 loses. Tie re-roll. All right.
All right, I rolled 7 very early in the game. What a surprise.
All right, well, this hand's a mini D.
Ooh, a D-light.
A mini D.
This hand is cards that I can cast.
All right, we're going to keep mine. I'm going to go 18, start off with an Experiment 1.
All right, that's probably bad for me.
Here you go.
I'm going to try to hopefully stem things a little bit with an Inquisition.
Redundant.
All right, well, we're not taking any of those 19 Experiment ones, probably.
There's quite a few.
Although we're probably going to get ranched by them. I kind of want to just take that Goblin Guide. Because, I think that I'm going to take the Goblin Guide because he can't use that Dryad Arbor to cast anything. So we'll take that. You're up.
All right. Play another one. Hope we don't get pulsed. Tag for 1.
I'm at 19.
Here you go.
Draw. All right, so let's see. How do I want to do this? We know he has Experiment 1, a Goyf, and an Unknown.
True.
I think I'm going to just use this moment to just Thoughtseize.
I do another Tarmogoyf.
That's pretty bad for me. Well, I'm going to take one of the 2 Tarmogoyfs. And I'm just going to play a Wooded Foothills and say go.
I kind of want to draw a land so I can play Experiment 1 Tarmogoyf. Alright, fetch a mountain. Play this, counters.
Yep.
It's going to put me at 17. We got mountain. And I'm going to hit you for 4.
Alright, I'm going to go to 13 and then fetch to 12.
And my hand's empty on turn 3.
Yeah, this is not going well for me.
Tarmogoyf currently sitting at 3-4, looks like. Got creature, land, and sorcery. But
I'm hoping to play another sorcery this turn.
Oh no. Do you have it yet and need a land, or do you need it?
I need it.
Okay.
cut me to it.
Please don't. Please don't pulse me, bro. That would be really bad for
All right,
me.
come on, top deck. It's not a pulse.
We're gonna move this Tarmogoyf dice out of the way.
This is bad. I'm at 12.
Creatures that need dice on them are stupid. They're so hard to attack with.
Well, I think that I want to maximize my mana this turn, which means this. But it's not really the best. I'm just going to say go.
I made a smiley face.
But I have an effect in your draw step. I'm going to make you discard a card and deal 2 damage to this.
Tilt. All right. So that's an instance. So this goes up to 4/5.
Yep. So is
9.
that 9? Yep, puts me to 3.
There you go.
Alright, what can I do? Draw.
I keep making smiley faces.
Well, I can kill 2 creatures and still die, so we're dead.
All right.
Alright, we're here for game number 2, and I'm up this game, and this is a pretty good hand, so I'm going to keep this one.
Hand great. I'm great. Deck's great.
Tilt. Alright, let's Inquisition you.
Last card drawn was the Wooded Foothills. Looked real bad up until that point.
Alright, so what am I going to take out of this hand? He has 2 1-drops, so there's no value there's no real value in stealing a 1-drop here.
I think probably Goy for Braintree's best. Braintree
Yeah.
provides like a lot of tempo. But it depends on if your turn 2 play is like a Tarmogoyf, then like taking a Braintree is probably not that great. But
Yeah, I'm going to take Tarmogoyf. And say go.
all right, we're gonna go and fetch a mountain, and I think we're gonna play a Grim Lavamancer because we want to. If he plays like a Tarmogoyf or a Dark Confidant, we can kill it. So that kind of slows him down by a turn. But we're just gonna get a mountain since we already have 2 other green sources in hand. Plus, we can kind of turn Lavamancer into a Curdape next turn with Pendlehaven if we want to.
Alright, so let's see. I think if I play this, it's just safe from being killed by Lavamancer. I believe. So go ahead and get a Stomping Ground. I'm at 17, and you're up.
Alright, not great for us, but it's actually a pretty good draw. We're going to play Experiment 1, and... Oh, wait, no. Duh. I'm going to play Braintree Emissary, and then use the green to play Experiment 1, and the red to play Curdape.
That's pretty good.
Go, Braintree. And I'll say go.
Alright, that was bad. 2 cards left.
Yeah, you know the 1.
Yeah, no one of them. I guess I just Inquisition you.
2.
Alright, we'll take the Atarka's command. Go.
Do you even play Thoughtseize?
Thought easy last game.
True. Alright, if we attack with everybody, if he has Bolt, that's really bad for us. We can't quite shrink his Tarmogoyf by 1 this turn, so it's still going to be a 3/4 regardless. I guess I just say go. If he has Bolt, we don't do very much damage. We do 4 damage and lose 2 guys, so I'll just say go.
Okay. Alright, I'm just going to play a Scavenging Ooze and say go.
Okay. In a turn, I'll... I'll just shoot it.
Okay. And still 3/4.
Yep.
I guess it was actually a 4/5 before, but.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm dumb. All right, YOLO. Attack, trigger, Goblin Guide.
Tilt. Needed a land there. Wait, where? Oh, you play Goblin Guide. That's what it is. Okay. That's 17. I think I have to just get this thing off the table. Or try to, so we'll block here.
Now you take 8 down to 9.
Yep.
Here you go.
Let's roll 2 power guys. I'll pass.
So I know he's got Turbinate. That was actually the perfect draw, I think. Attack.
We'll miss again on trying to land. Block your Curt Ape.
Pass priority.
I'll terminate experiment 1.
Okay. So he for 8.
Alright, not 1.
Go.
Let's see, how do I... So if I play this, it's super risky. He can just not attack. So I'm probably better off just playing this and saying go.
Alright, untap. Draw. So you got another Dryad Arbor in the deck. And a Sliding Bolt.
Hey, it was a land. Finally. Cast all these 3-mana spells in my hand. Alright, we're here for sideboarding. For me, I'm going to cut Liliana's one of my pulses, my 2 Thoughtseizes. Basically, these cards are just super slow and not very effective at doing what they do. And I want to just bring in more efficient cards. So I'm going to bring in Firespout, Kitchen Finks, Abrupt Decay, and Damnation to help clear the board. And I could also bring in Olivia, but it seems like it's probably too slow. So.
Yep, on my side, Rampager is much worse when your opponent has sticky creatures like Kitchen Finks. Normally this is just like a 2-mana 4-damage spell that sometimes lets me Giant Growth my guy in combat to kill a blocker. It's a little worse here because he's likely going to have more removal spells. I don't really plan on casting Gorecline Rampager too much in this matchup, and I just want a couple more removal spells for Tarmogoyf to clear the path. So we may bring in Scavenging Ooze when we're on the play, but I think it's a little too slow on the draw.
All right, we're here for game 3, and I have another pretty reasonable hand where I'll probably not find a 3rd land and die. So,
this hand is fine. We're on the draw, but I actually think I kind of want the extra card here. But this hand's a little mana heavy, but I think it's fine.
All right, I'll lead with a Raging Ravine.
All right, take 2, play experiment 1.
Yep, you're at 18.
Go.
Here, I think I'm just going to say go.
I assume we're going to get Abrupt Decayed, but that's fine. Play Geist, trigger this.
Yep, that's fine.
Attack for 4.
Yeah, we'll go that guy.
Alright, take 2 down to 18. I'll say go.
Alright. I'll draw. This is not the card we're looking for. So I'll just play an Ooze and say go.
Fetch Mountain, play Goblin Guide, bolt this, attack for 4, trigger Goblin Guide.
It is a land.
2.
Alright, so I'll be at 14.
Go.
Alright, untap and draw. I'll play the land and play Kitchen Finks. Go to 16.
All right.
And you're up.
Attack for 2.
Block.
All right. Persist versus Undying.
Yep. So I'll go to 18. Ooh. Tarmogoyf, and he is a creature instant land 3/4.
Yep.
Draw. All right. I'll say go.
All right, we'll go 17 and fetch a Dried Arbor, I believe. Tarkus command off the top would be great.
Disagree.
I think it would be greedy.
Be a play of Greet strength.
Yeah. All right, tag it with these 2.
All right, so I am going to block Tarmogoyf.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Go to 17.
Okay, second main. Tarmogoyf. Say go.
All right, so yeah, I only have. Yeah, we'll bolt that Tarmogoyf.
Okay.
And untap. Draw. Ugh.
I have a feeling Brian's got Damnation in hand.
This is why I don't like Twilight Mire. It's just so awkward. But I guess at this point we're probably best just playing this. So I'm gonna Fire Spout. Kill all non-Tarmogoyfs. You're up.
Alright, we'll go to 16 and get another Dryad Arbor. Feels pretty good to get Wrath and still be able to attack for 5. It's pretty sweet. Dryad Arbor's great. So you're still at 17 though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to probably need a lot of help to actually win this game. Tarmogoyf in play is pretty good right now though, so alright, that's a good start. Ooh, wrong one. Alright, attack for 7.
Yep, I'm at 10.
Go. Play the Misty to threaten another Dryad Arbor.
Alright. Play a Black Cleave and go.
I guess we'll thin. Life total is not in too much jeopardy right now.
Guess you'll thin by fetching up a third Dryad Arbor!
That'd be sweet. We're going to get the Tumbleguard just in case we draw a Wild Nacatl. Even if we draw one this turn, we'll probably not even play it. But attack.
I will terminate Tarmogoyf with a black floating.
Okay. Still 3 at you.
Yeah, 7.
Alright, since he targeted Tarmogoyf instead of Strangleroot, I think that means he doesn't have Damnation.
So you're going to play that Wild Nacatl?
So we are going to play the Wild Nacatl we drew. So
yep.
here we go.
Classic. Ooh, that's a good draw. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I'll fetch for, I believe, just a forest. Go to 6. And I'm going to use, let's see, use Blackleaf Cliffs and Twilight Mire to cast a Scavenging Ooze.
That's pretty good. Need to draw Dismember right now.
And I'm going to cast a Lightning Bolt targeting your Strangleroot Geist. Eat it with a trigger on the stack.
Okay, you go to
7. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and eat Tarmogoyf right now. Go to 8. So that if he draws Bolt, he can't Bolt in response. Go.
Attack.
Block the wild Mikado.
Alright, 3 to you, pump my guys. So you
Okay.
take 5 and trade Scavenging Ooze.
Yep, so I'm at 3.
Here you go.
Alright. Now just cast that Huntmaster. Go to 5 and get a wolf.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
And then play a Stomping Ground. You're up.
Whoop. Alright, I guess I do it now before his guy flips. Go to 11.
Yep.
Here you go.
Alright. Let's see. Draw.
Should have Treasure Cruise in my deck. That'd be great.
How do I want to do this? Alright, I'm just gonna play. I'll play this. Attack with a wolf.
Go to 9.
Actually, I don't want to attack with a wolf. Sorry, change my idea. I am going to just say go. But in your draw step, I'm going to make you discard a card and get back Scavenging Ooze.
Man, Kolgus man is real good against this deck. It's just like mono sorcerers. Go.
Alright, untap. Draw. Play Scavenging Ooze.
Alright.
I'm going to just go ahead and immediately eat 4 creatures out of your graveyard.
I think that'll be just about good enough, but I'll take a look at my draw step.
So go to 9. Attack you for 2. You also go to 9. Assuming you don't block.
Nope.
I'll play an Overgrown and say go.
Whoop. Alright, you got it.
Alright. We got one.
True. Alright, so I think I'm going to be bringing in Scavenging Ooze this time, but I'm not sure what I'm cutting yet. Alright, we're here for game 4. I'm on the play, and we have a pretty good one. Pretty happy about this hand.
My hand is weird. It has a lot of good cards in it, but it's not like really that good of a hand, but I'm still going to keep it. So.
Alright, we're going to go 17, Goblin Guy attack, getting a Stomping Ground.
Inquisition.
Tilt! More like Tiltquisition.
So you're at, did you say you're going to 17?
Yep.
Right. And I'm at 18. Alright. Draw that. Go.
That is good news for us.
Yep. Goblin Guy's been real tilting this match because
Alright, Burning Tree, Tarmogoyf attack. Let's say go.
Alright, 16. Alright, draw. Instant lands. Alright, I'm gonna kill this thing right now before it can get out of range.
Fine.
Go.
Attack for 6, trigger.
Oh, flip a Wooded Foothills. We got there. I'll take 6 down to 10.
Here we go.
Alright, untap and draw. Ugh, awkward. This is awkward because I don't want to take 3 damage from this Wooded Foothills. I'm pretty sure. I feel like if I take, you have 2 cards in your hand?
Yep.
I feel like if I take 3 from it, I'm just gonna die. But maybe that's silly. So I could play this. I could also just fetch not a black source. It seems bad, but yeah, it's probably actually best to just do that. Alright, I'm just gonna fetch down to 9, get a forest and cast Kitchen Finks and go to 11.
Okay.
Not sure that that's right, but
Go to 16, get a Dried Arbor.
Dried Arbor isn't really good in that deck.
Yeah, I know. It's like flood protection. It's like all these lands just become 1/1s. They still tap for mana if I need them
Yep.
to. Game 1 was a little awkward because it made me not be able to cast my spells the way I wanted to, but...
Yeah.
Alright. Attack, trigger.
Alright, get a Raging Ravine. I will block. Ugh. Block a Strongroot Geist. So I'm going to take 7, but then gain 2.
So you go to 6.
I'll be at 6.
I'll say go.
Tap. Draw. Probably dead. Alright, so if I do this, I get 8. Die to bolt. I think I'm just dead to bolt no matter how I play. So we're just not going to play around bolt. Attack for 2.
Yep, 14.
And I'll fire spout. Play a Raging Ravine, say go.
Attack bolt.
Alright, dead. Could have also played another Kitchen Finks and still died to bolt. So.
Yeah. Rock in a hard place.
Alright, good news and bad news. Good news is I should not have any mana issues this game. Bad news, that means I have just a million lands on my hands, so... but I'm going to keep anyway.
We got good news and good news. Good news is Brian's dead. The other good news... Okay,
So
maybe
I'm
not.
still just dead. Yeah, I'm probably dead. Yeah, take that thing. Go.
Draw. Well, we did draw a good one. We'll still shock, I guess, and play this.
Well, that's bad for me.
Alright, well, you can write this down if you want, but go ahead.
Alright, so... Garden, 1 wooded, and 1 gore.
Yep.
Draw. Oh, exactly the opposite of what we wanted. Go.
Whoop. This feels weird. Yep. 16. Trigger. Tap.
18.
Go. Fire spout that ears.
I do not have a fire spout. However, let's see. Search up a... Alright, I want to fetch here because I drew this. Just makes it easier to cast that later. So I'll just fetch a swamp, Maelstrom Pulse these guys.
Vomit.
I'm done after that.
This is a very good draw. Attack for 3. So you go sorcery, creature, lands. No instant yet. So, what I got you at?
14.
Okay. Go.
Right, draw. It's one of the rare times I wish that was a Thoughtseize. I will Inquisition you.
Yep, brick.
Yep. If that was a Thoughtseize, I think I'd be in phenomenal shape here, but it is not.
Tazzy?
See, actually, let's see. What's the... Why don't I just get rid of all my sorceries and lands? Yeah, I'm just going to leave this untapped. I'm just going to exile my entire graveyard.
Okay. Yeah, all I got.
What did you have? You have fetch and a... I guess you had a fetch, so... Either way. Yeah, whatever. I'll play the Tazagar.
Okay.
And go.
Get a mountain, I think. No, maybe I don't even need to crack that, but don't really want to get a Dried Arbor in case I draw a fetch later and he sweeps my board. So I'll make Tarmogoyf a 2/3. So now he doesn't die to bolt, so we're fairly safe to attack and Gore Clan. Alright, attack with everybody.
Alright. I don't think it gets better for me, so block.
Alright, we'll target this.
Sure.
So he'll be a 6.
So I take 1.
Take 1, 2, 3,
For
4,
5.
5.
I got a 9.
So go.
All right. Draw. Go.
Attack.
Activate Raging Ravine.
Okay.
Block.
2, 3, 4. I guess we just do this again. So 3 from that, and then 6, 7 puts you at 2. Yeah, if I target this, he goes to 1, but I think I'd rather put him at 2 with that. So if he plays a Kitchen Finks, he goes to 4. He can block here. So I guess Finks is more likely than Damnation, so I'll play that and say go.
Alright. Gonna need a miracle. Let's see, I'm at 2. Oh, that doesn't do it. I'm dead.
Brian's face is on fire.
More like.
Your face is on fire. Sorry, that was just the next line in the song.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So that was pretty brutal. I guess we see why John lost to that deck in the finals of the Premier IQ.
Yeah, I was actually very happy with Stringeroo Geist. You know, I haven't played that guy since it was in Standard.
Yeah.
And I've seen some random Modern decks here and there play him, and it seemed pretty sweet in this deck, you know?
Yeah, basically, like, Strangler Geist won you a lot of games that I don't think you would have won otherwise, just because of, like, how, I don't know, resilient it made you to sweepers and even just removal spells.
And it had haste, too, which is big. You know,
Yeah.
like, I was, like, turning the quarter pretty quickly just because a lot of my creatures had haste naturally, so that was sweet. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than something like Flinthoof Boar. I felt like it's a little awkward with Burning Tree Emissary, right? You know, like it doesn't get cast on turn 2 off of it, whereas Flinthoof Boar can, so you can apply more pressure early. But it is not as resilient to removal as other things, so I'm not sure. Experiment 1 felt weird, not great, but not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually just a 1-mana 2/2, which I guess is good enough, and sometimes it's a 3/3, which is pretty sweet. Dryad Arbor felt great.
Yeah, Dryad Arbor seemed great. Gore-Clan Rampager seemed really good.
Yeah, the deck only plays 2. Mine should just play 4. The card felt awesome. You know, your opponents have to usually like main phase their removal spell. Like if I have like 2 Kurt Apes in play, you have to main phase a Lightning Bolt because if you wait till my turn, you just get blown out by a Tarkus command.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like it was a little bit of a lopsided match, but how did you feel about the Jund deck and mana base and blah blah blah?
I mean, basically the reason I didn't play Jund at the last GP I played in was specifically because I felt the mana was really bad, and playing this matchup just really didn't change my opinion on that at all. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm sure there's a logical way to explain it, but every time I play Jund, my mana seems really bad, and I don't feel like that's the case when I play decks like Abzan or any of these other 3-color decks. Well, it's just like Raging Ravine and Blackcleave Cliffs, and then you're trying to cast cards like Scavenging Ooze, but you have all these Swamps and Blackcleaves in play, or like, you know, you're trying to cast Kitchen Finks when you have all these Swamps and Blackcleave Cliffs in play. It's just like, I don't know, just the mana requirements are super hard, and I don't know, the mana just doesn't work that well, and like, you only have 8 fetches, and you only have 3 things to fetch with those lands. Sometimes, like, you get your Stomping Ground tech edged, and then you can't fetch another one.
Yeah.
Or you fetch a Stomping Ground, and you can't, like, I don't know. And then there's, like, Twilight Mire just always is so awkward with casting spells, like, I don't know.
No, you can still cast stuff. Just kind of.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's just a lot about John's mana base that I think is just really bad.
Yeah.
And there's always a Ghost Quarter in there, too, and every time you draw it, you can't cast your spells. Sometimes there's like 2 Ghost Quarters.
My Ghost Quarter count targeting myself is about the same when I play Jund as targeting my opponent.
Yeah, I think it's actually higher. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot about Jund. Like, I think Jund can have a good mana base. Like, you just don't play stuff like Ghost Quarter. Like, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Sure, you might lose to Tron occasionally, but I'd rather just like win every other match I play because I didn't draw Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, I mean that's what Brad's logic is when he plays Jund. Like he's been off Fulminator Mage and stuff for months, I think. So
Yeah, it's just there's just the cards are extremely powerful, but there's just so much awkwardness there.
yeah, I think the main tension lies between Blackleaf Cliffs and Raging Ravine. You know, you just want like a bunch of early lands that come into play untapped, but at the same time you also want this like late game land that comes into play tapped every time, and it's just it's really awkward on the mana base, especially if like you draw 4 total of those. You know, your 4th land will just never come into play untapped, no matter how you sequence it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's going to be all for today on the Versus series. I hope you had fun playing some Modern, but be sure to check out this weekend, as well as the rest of the week leading up to the event. We're going to be in Dallas for the Modern Open, as we talked about earlier. Cedric Phillips, Jerry Thompson going to be doing commentary, 15 rounds of Swiss, followed by a top 8 to crown a Modern champion. I don't know if we've actually done a Modern Open in Dallas before.
I don't
we
think
haven't.
so.
Oh, actually, no, we haven't, because we only started doing Modern Opens this year.
Yeah.
And so far this year, I think the 1 or 2 times we've been to Dallas, it's been for standards. So.
Right. Yep.
Cool. Well, I hope you guys have fun playing that. I will likely be staying home because Dallas is a plane ride away. Plane rides ain't really my thing anymore. I'm off it.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun for anyone.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. For Braun-Duin, I'm Todd Anderson, and we'll see you soon.